Good morning. A lot of people are scared of cannabis. Uh, they're scared of it altogether. They don't know about the options of non-psychoactive cannabis or even salves or even hemp, for example, how we could even start to stop using petroleum if we started moving over to hemp on certain products and such, right? So these are some really important things we need to start talking about. I know a lot of people are talking about it, but beyond all the non-psychoactive and things, the people that are what they're really scared of is the THC. And with THC is when you aren't used to this, or you can become very paranoid or anxious, right? So people are like, "Oh, I just have a certain thing. I just can't handle weed," right? Well, my theory is that you can't handle your internal brain, because what happens with cannabis is, as when I was younger, I used to get paranoid too with it because I was learning about my psyche and my about my consciousness, right? And so a lot of people, they have so much skeletons in their closet, that's the mind, right? That when they smoke cannabis, those skeletons come to the front of the closet and they need to be cleaned out, right? And people don't want to clean it out because it's painful. It causes anxiety. It causes stress on the body, even like full-on psychedelic trips when people eat it, and they freak out and have all these things that happen. But however, a lot of times when people have these experiences, they've learned something from it and actually cleaned a bit of the closet. And if they had known, and if they had been more, have more intent to why they were smoking or why they were eating a brownie that got them so high, then they would set up a comfortable space, like it's headspace and it's your setting, right? So it's set and setting when you're taking psychedelics, right? And the cannabis is one of the most useful psychedelics because of the fact that it's readily available. It doesn't cause any toxicity to your body, and it's a third eye awakening plant. So next time you're worried and you're scared about touching these plants, is maybe just get yourself ready for an experience with cannabis, because once you develop a relationship with THC, then it can be an amazing tool to keep yourself focused on what's good, right? Because alcohol is definitely not that, and you can use cannabis, especially like dissociative indica strains to escape, just like alcohol. So I'm not saying that is. I see it with people playing video games and smoking all day to not be here in this world, right? And that's escaping. However, if you do it intentionally and you're using it intentionally, you can get amazing results for it. And my theory stands with many, many powerful figures. And I look at how many prophets are pushed through Rastafari and what is their herb, right? And you look right back to Solomon's temple, and they used the herb, and it's in the anointing oil, right? And we have to know this is the plant that's in the book of Enoch that's going to save us. It's going to heal us to our bones, right? And what do they mean by that? A lot of things are explained in books, and it's esoteric, and it sounds like literal, but they were talking psychological too. Like, it's going to heal you to your bones, right? And it does heal us. It does heal the body. It fortifies the immune systems and allows us to become higher achieving beings in general. And the funny thing is that's been the opposite story, because most of how we have culturally used cannabis was in the West, let's say, in the last 20 years. A lot of it was pathological, just for escape. So I understand that, but a lot of people, I'd say 60% of the people that are smoking a lot are using it to stay calm and use it for contemplative meditational practices. And these are the practices that turn on the third eye and then turn on the superpowers of humans, right? And so, before pathologizing cannabis, maybe you should be able to have an experience on cannabis, and maybe you realize that you're actually just scared of your mind, right?
To keep iron like the trees, and the bark and the leaves and the pulp and the essence for sustenance and remedies for these, to fight off disease, which is resonance and pulse within the bodies. telling them their names by their frequencies. Your symptoms tell you which one of these help you need. As preventative medicine will incorporate the knowledge tested by generational observations and bring relief. See it, remember say the bush doctor, him a the one and only bush doctor. Him your body protect, bush doctor. The ancient medicine defender, bush doctor. Yeah. Boil some water and stir fever drops. Then add some psoriasis. Cleanse your body and mind. Relieve your pain with the guinea and weed. Man, you need some more stamina. Take a mix of Dapigon and Medina tea. But if you're looking for the miracle tree, I feel fine Moringa. Yeah, grow your youth on holy books and faith. So why don't you teach them what's the best for them health? They might be learn how to boil bush and weed instead of taking all of them chemical beats. It's only far away. Why we no longer know what the herb them say. Ancestors did know of the herb them way.
Our ancestors knew. The price to forget these plants is a high price to pay.
In a trumpet, bush out the blackness stay. And they shoot for the beginning and the end of the day. Even I see, I thanks and praise. El Shaddai, Shekinah, Elohim, harmony. Joshua in a strong tower. Even deep in at the brick and steel cities. It was a two-blade of a lot of iron, some no leaf. Looking for pain bush and
So find a bush doctor, you know? Somebody can help you, guide you through a psychedelic experience with cannabis, right? Because a bush doctor is a psychological doctor. We know as a bush doctor that it starts with mind and the body follows. Physical doctors start with body and very often have no touch to mind. Much love.